Last but certainly not least, we have the last line of defence. It is the four best defenders of 2024. Woo! 1.5k votes on this. We've got two Celtic men, a Hearts man, and a Rangers man.
Well, it's not really the four best defenders, is it? It's the best defender of the year, and we've nominated two people each.
So therefore, the four best defenders in our eyes.
Well,
But you know what?
some eyes are worse than others.
You know what? Cards on the table. We doing two nominations each, right? And I've put Yefty in. You've put Penrice in. I'll be honest. I think Penrice has been better than Yefty. I mean, that's the truth. But
Penrice has been Hearts' best player this season, and he's a player that I think any club in Scotland would take. Now, obviously, Celtic fans are going to deny this because no. The fact is, Penrice is a really good left back. It's not his fault. Hearts are shite.
no, it's not.
When you look at the assists that he's getting, you look at the statistics, crosses, assists. Penrice has been really good, and I'm not just going to downplay the guy because Hearts are struggling. Penrice has been one of the signings of the season, no doubt about that.
No, he has been. But what I would say is, very honourable mention to Alistair Johnston. Now, me and you both can't stand the guy, but if we're being honest, he should be here. But we have two nominations and we didn't pick him.
Why not then? Why? I thought Penrice is. I think Penrice is deserving of this nomination.
No, yeah,
The fault would hefty.
The fault would probably land with me, but I have picked Jefty, right? We may as well move on to Jefty. James Penrice is fourth.
Hold on, can we pronounce his name correctly? Because one thing,
Jefty, Hefty.
You say Jefty, then next one you'd say Hefty. So, I mean, are we pronouncing the J or are we
If
not?
somebody's calling it my pronunciation, I'll let anyone but you, alright? So, fucking...
I know,
shut
but
up,
you need to stick
Salmon's
to
what? What's it called?
Pisario.
Pizzeria, mate. Anyway.
Aye, but at least I'm consistently wrong. You can't be like, pronouncing one guy's name right half the time, then wrong the other half.
The Hearts have been consistently wrong since the 60s, mate. No league titles. So is that alright then? Because you're consistently wrong? I'd rather blow hot and cold. Right, Yefty. Why have I put Yefty here? Come in the summer on a free. He's made the Rangers left back position his own. He's better than Yilmaz. He's been the most consistent Rangers defender for me. I look across the back line. James Tavernier. Awful season so far. I look at
right
Balogun.
there?
What?
You alright there?
I'm alright then. I'm talking about my team's demise, so not really. Balogun, too inconsistent. I mean, when he does play, he's good. I'm not going to take that away from him, but injuries, and there is a lot of mistakes in there. John Suter, a lot of mistakes in there as well. Robin Proper, I am not even going to talk about him being in a best defender list anywhere. So Yefty takes the spot. For me, he's been the Rangers' best defender, but that doesn't really mean he should be here. But you know what? I needed to put somebody with a blue shirt in this list. So, aye, we didn't do best manager of the year. I guess we could do that next year, to be fair. But I mean, I'll tell you what, I don't think Phil Clont's getting that either. So, yeah.
Why didn't we do that?
I don't know. We'll do it next year, guys.
We could still fire up this year, can we?
Nah, it's too late, man.
Is it?
You don't fire up polls in 2025. You put them up in 24 to react to.
You just don't want to give Rodgers flowers. Rodgers.
Brendan Rodgers owns Rangers, mate.
Why don't you put up a poll and we'll see?
Well, that he owns Rangers.
No, that he's better than
It's a
Clement.
fucking disgrace, man. 20 games against Rangers and he lost once. He's lost once. 16 wins, 3 draws and 1 defeat. And people want to wonder why there's no Rangers players on this list. Well, there you go. Proof's in the pudding. We're pish.
Would Rodgers win manager of the year?
Well, on this channel, of course he would.
Do you think he should?
I think he should. I mean, who else do you put in there?
John McGlynn?
John McGlynn. Absolute. But
Jim Goodwin, basically same as the club of the year now.
I don't know who the Stenhouse manager is, but honestly, I would probably give it to John McGlynn over like Goodwin. I think Goodwin's done good. Don't get me wrong, but he was expected to win the championship. Falkirk going undefeated.
Yeah,
in
but
League One.
Dundee United are 1-1 away for catching Aberdeen.
You know what?
Couple wins away if you were to take Rangers.
It's close, but Rodgers in this year has went from almost getting sacked to bringing home the double and winning the League Cup and doing well in the Champions League. So I would just give it to Rodgers. Yeah.
Alright, just give it to Rodgers.
What would you give it to? Stephen A. Smith, Neil Critchley, Phil Clement.
None of them, no.
None of those guys. Right, second spot, we've got Liam Scales, 12% of the vote. Liam Scales from Ireland getting outshone by Captain America, but I'm going to put Liam Scales forward as my best defender of 2024.
I same. I think he's been done dirty here, only 12%.
We're not saying that he's a better defender than Carter Vickers, but he's had a better year for me.
Although Carter Vickers has not dropped any points this season in the league. When Carter Vickers plays, Celtic win.
Yeah, that's this season, but honestly, for me, Liam Scales has been the best defender, most improved. And I'm under no illusion that Celtic are weaker, right? When Carter Vickers ain't there, but I think there's been a lot of injuries, and I'm going to give it to Scales. Doesn't mean Carter Vickers sucks. He's the best defender in the league.
Pretty sure Carter Vickers is the only one with a 100% record.
Yeah, but he's missed a lot of games.
No, he has. But when he plays, Celtic win.
Yeah, I can't dispute that. But for me, I'm just.
Well, it's a fact, so you can't. Of course, you can't.
That's what I'm saying. No, I literally can't dispute that. But I'm going to get to Scales. I'm going to get to Scales.
I'll get to Scales as well. I think he's one of the most improved defenders.
See, if,
obviously in the league, why not?
See if Scales, right, was from Italy, and he had jet black hair, and like an Italian Roman emperor instead of being the Irish guy with ginger hair. People would rate him a lot more. But you would think Celtic fans would rate him for that exact reason. For whatever reason, they don't. That's what it is.
I don't think it's they don't rate him. I just think they prefer Carter Vickers.
No. Yeah, this poll suggests they prefer Carter Vickers, but if you actually look at our comments and you look on Twitter, we do fans react. A lot of people say Scales needs to go. They need to improve on him.
Harsh. Very harsh.
Not, I mean, I say a lot of people, right? I don't mean 99% of people, but a lot of people even call us out and say, well, I use all pro Liam Scales.
I get it, he's a scapegoat like Ralston, but I think people actually appreciate that Scales is good, unlike Ralston.
See if you think Liam Scales is close to Ralston in terms of his position, you don't have a clue what you're talking about.
Do you not know?
Liam Scales is 100 times better than Anthony Ralston.
I wouldn't go say 100 times better.
Well, I actually would.
No, I wouldn't.
No, I would.
He's not 100 times. He's better, like, he's not 100 times better.
No, I would.
100 times better would suggest he is, like, world class, and he's not.
No, well, he's not world class. But
he's not 100 times better.
Anthony Ralston is lucky to be collecting a wage. Liam Scales earns his wage.
We talked earlier, right, about how if you were a million times better than someone, you'd be in a totally different league. So
last time I checked, 1,000,000 times and 100 times is a big difference.
Nah, yeah.
What, is Carter Vickers 100 times better than Ralston?
No.
What a load of pish.
100 times.
Aye.
You think Carter Vickers is 100 times the player of Ralston?
I actually think so. I think Anthony Ralston.
So either you think Carter Vickers is like the best player we've ever seen, or you think Ralston is the worst player we've ever seen. Neither's true.
So hold on, is Thierry Henry just double the player of Cyril Dessers?
It's more than double, like, come on the fuck.
Or triple then?
Whatever.
I think you're just a walking idiot, like, come on, I mean, what is that?
100 times better, aye. Kind of nonsense are we dealing with here. 100 times better, for sure.
Yefty, yous are trolling yourselves now. He's not even the third best defender at Sevco.
Well, you picked him, so back your...
I've already said that. For me, I think
it's mental you picked him over Suter.
Suter's cost Rangers a lot of points this season. Yefty doesn't really have that against him.
Rangers, Suter's had more standout performances. He cost them the Champions League, didn't he? Boom.
Nah, because that was a joke of a decision. Alright then. Right. Where's Alistair Johnston? Can't even spell his name right, both of them, for fuck's sake.
Oh, fuck me. I can get his first and second name wrong. Jesus Christ.
Caliber.
I don't know, hopefully fucking in Canada somewhere.
Aye. Roll on the 2nd of January. The cry was no defender, simply the best.
No defenders.
What do you make of Tav being it? We haven't heard Jambo Bear's reaction to that.
Is he bottled it or is he actually...
I think his fucking arse is folded. I
heard he's actually no well. He's like seriously sick, so...
Sick? From who?
My inside contacts.
The Motherwell Gazette?
Back pages.
Right, just about average says, I think there's only one answer. The best defender from a team who've conceded 4 goals in 18 matches should earn this title. Well, Scales has played more of the matches.
Yeah, he has, aye.
There you go. Aha, Yefty. People are laughing at Yefty. A liability and a relegation prospect to be expected from this little orange channel.
Yeah, but you know what, Matthew Mills, you're talking fucking shite, aren't you, really, at the end of the day? Because Just, I mean, being in a relegation threatened side has got nothing to do with the quality of a player. And to suggest it has is ludicrous.
Yeah, James Penrice has been amazing this season.
So does that mean every player that has either been relegated or has been in a relegation battle, does that mean they're garbage?
Like compare James Penrice to Greg Taylor. Greg Taylor's going to win the treble this season.
James Penrice has better stats,
Yeah.
more assists, better crossing percentage, better everything.
It's funny, isn't it?
The only difference is Greg Taylor plays in like a team that's winning everything and James Penrice does not.
It's funny, guys, isn't it? Little orange channel.
You know, I'm sure if you look at the history of the Premier League, there will be some great players that have been relegated. Premier League, English But this guy's making it as, oh, if you're in a relegation threatened side, then you're shite.
Yeah.
It's just not true.
Absolutely, big man. Right, let's move on. Joe says, can he do that poll? If I'm being honest, a bear can he choose cart horse Vickers? Can they now? Well, no, probably not. Yefty, you at the wind up. Yefty. You know what? When did I do this poll? I think we agreed these players before the last two games.
Nah, it was maybe before the last game, not before the Motherwell
No,
game.
I'm pretty sure I wrote
Not before the St Mirren game.
I'm pretty sure I wrote my nominations out on Christmas Day.
Nah, I'm not buying that.
No buying that?
Nah.
Probably had something better to do on Christmas Day than writing Yefty on a sheet of paper.
Like the
Like a fucking turd on the shite of Piper fella.
Straight of Piper.
Right,
Look at the Irish, huh?
Scales didn't get the luck. Definitely Scalesy.
Aye, Scalesy, definitely.
But see, I think miles apart, right? He's not really grasping the question because he's saying Scales has done really well. Penrice has been the star of a really poor Hearts team, but Vickers, when fit, is the best defender in the league. Yes, but when fit.
Aye, we're not saying who is the best defender in the league, or else Carter Vickers would win probably. We're saying
Well, he would.
who's had the best 2024.
Yep.
And I would argue that Scales has been the most improved player at Celtic, arguably. Oh, maybe Coonley, but you get one of the most improved players at Celtic, hands down, no doubt about it. James Penrice did enough at Livy. A relegation Livy, by the way. Look at that. Oh,
Two relegations back.
Look at that. But he done enough at a relegation Livy side to earn a move to the third best team at the time in the league. So, what's that tell you? Tells you he can be good and be in a relegation team. And then he's been great this season for Hearts. So there's the whole year, Penrice and Scales have been good, great, fantastic.
Yeah. And that is where we're going to end it.
I remember a lot. I remember at the beginning of the season, we were saying that Scales looked more impressive than Carter Vickers.
Yeah.
I mean, he did.
Obviously, you want Carter Vickers for the Champions League nights, right? But end of the day, I'll give it to Scales. You're giving it to Scales. That's going to wrap this up, folks. Big SPFL preview show later on the day. And also a transfer talk video as well. Don't know when they'll be uploaded. Don't know when this will be uploaded. But here, Happy New Year.
Aye, Happy New Year. Same old
How
shit.
many trophies will Hearts win in 2025? Hit me with a number.
Well, you can only win 2, can't we? Like realistically.
Yeah. Literally. So, aye.
There's no trophy for being in the Championship, and not. You need to be in League One to go into the SPFL Trust. So I mean,
Won't trust you to win here.
Can't
anyway.
win fuck all in the champion. All we can win is the Scottish Cup and the League Cup. I'm going to say 0.
Honestly, if
Many trophies will Rangers win?
If Clement stays 0, if he leaves, then I don't know. Anything's possible. Anything.